Okay, what's up, everybody? This is Rajani. I am back with another video of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I don't even know what episode this is. This is probably like episode 5 or 6. I'm gonna just dive right into it. So this episode starts off with, it's basically the continuation from last week. It starts off with Miles and Amber at therapy. And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I cried. I really did. I felt for her. I felt for him. Like it was real sad to see, and to see people making jokes about it. Like the memes were kind of funny, but at the same time, this is someone's life, and this is a real life situation that they had to deal with in front of millions and millions of people. So yeah, I just thought it was really sad. So basically, Miles is at the therapy session with the therapist, and she's basically telling him, you just gotta go ahead and get it out. You gotta get it out. You gotta go ahead and get it out. And so Amber comes in, she sits down, and she's like, "Oh, you look cute." He's like, "You look cute too." And I just thought it was real strange that she would be telling a man that a man that he looks cute. And it's just ironic that, he's about to tell her that he's messing with a man, been dating a man. But yeah, so he's basically telling her he's been struggling with some things, and it's been really hard on him, and it's taking a toll on him, and he didn't know how to tell her, but it's been a struggle. And he's basically just telling her how hard it was for him to tell her, and that he's been struggling with this for some years. And so she's just looking like, okay. And then he goes on to say, for the past years, I've been, struggling with my feelings with the same sex. And she just was like, okay. And then once he said that he's been dating a man, she literally broke down. She broke down and just started crying. And it was like one of the first things she said was, everybody was right. Everybody was right about you. And I really just felt bad for him and her, but I really felt bad for him because it's like that's something he's been dealing with his whole life, obviously. And for everybody to have been thinking that he was gay, I know that had to be hard for him. But she's just like, everybody was right about you. Everybody was right about you. She goes outside. He goes to the bathroom. She goes outside. She's falling out on the ground. I want my mom. I just want my mom. And yeah, that scene I felt bad for them. So she's basically threatening to tell everybody. She's crying hysterically. She tries to punch him as she's getting in the car. She don't want to see him. She tells the therapist, she still love him, but she just can't see him right now. Because she feel like she'll get violent on him. She feels like he lied to her. He just stringed her along. And from what I can see from previous episodes, he wasn't with her, and I didn't see him leading her on unless it was something that we didn't see on the TV screen. That's why I'm just like, Amber, y'all wasn't together though, so how was he leading you on? But maybe she just had hopes of them really, really being together in her future. So that's another reason why she was so hurt. She just was worried about what people was going to think of her. Like, she just felt stupid, how she was going to tell her family, how she was going to tell her daughter, just all this stuff. And I was really feeling bad for Miles, because I'm like, he the one that's dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? He the one got to go tell his family. He the one got to tell his friends. Whew, it was hard. I felt for both of them though. And then so the therapist goes back in with Miles, and she's basically just telling him, Amber doesn't want to see you right now. She's hurt. She needs to cool off, but she did want me to tell you that she love you, and she just needs some space right now. And the therapist wants to know how Miles is feeling. Miles is just feeling like, I thought this was going to bring me some relief, but actually it just made it even harder for me, because I feel like I ruined a woman's life and I broke her heart at the same time. The therapist is like, no, you didn't break her heart. I mean, you didn't ruin her, but you definitely broke her heart. You definitely broke her heart. That was sad, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That was really, really sad. It was sad. I cried. So then it moves along to Nia, Shonda, and Nikki. And basically, they're on a hiking trail somewhere, the usual, where they always meet up at. And Nia is just basically telling the girls what went down with her, Soulja Boy, and Nas. And I just feel like they don't even have a storyline. They just had this same old reoccurring storyline that we hear every single episode. And I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of talking about it. These girls are stupid. They don't know their worth. And I hate to call them stupid, but it is what it is. Like, y'all dumb. Everybody except for Shonda, because I don't know, she's married, but I'm just thinking, like, you married, why are you hanging out with these dumb little girls? But okay. And then Nikki is talking about how Nas invited her to an event, and she basically gonna go to her event and crash it to talk about Soulja Boy and Nia. That was it. Then we move on to Lil B, her little loud ass. We move on to her. She's basically going to sit down at lunch, and when she's sitting there, somebody walks up, and I'm just looking. I'm like, oh, what Tiny doing up on here? And Tiny comes in with her blue hair. I like Tiny. Everybody be trying to talk about how ugly she is, how she look like this and that. But I like Tiny. I like her personality. And yeah, I don't even know. There was Lil B is just telling the story over about her going to the studio, catching her husband in the studio with some girls. And I'm just like, she putting extras on it, because that's not even how it happened. It wasn't no girl on his shoulder. She's just extra'd out and insecure. That's what that is. But moving right along, then we get to Ray J and Tierra Marie. They always meeting up at these weird locations. I don't know. It's just weird. But Ray J and Tierra Marie is just going in on Ray J. She just feels like he can't never be loyal. Yes, we ain't together, all this, but she said she felt like because she was giving him information on Princess, that she thought that he would at least be a little loyal to her, because he was giving her, she was giving him information about what Princess was doing. And, she's just like, where's the loyalty, basically? And Ray J is like, wasn't you trying to be Princess friend? Like, what was your motives on trying to be Princess friend? Like, he basically calling her janky as fuck, saying she was just doing all that because she just thinking that she about to get back with him and all this other stuff. Basically saying the stuff, he was basically saying the stuff that we all been saying. Tierra Marie basically was doing all this stuff because secretly she wants to be back with Ray J, and she thought by giving him information on Princess that would break them up, and that she can ease her way on in. But Tierra's like, ain't nobody checking for you. Da 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 da. She's in denial. But yeah, moving right along. Then we get to Lil Fizz and Max. They meet up in the studio. Lil Fizz is recording, and Max, I guess, is producing or whatever. And they get out of Lil Fizz comes out of the booth, and Max is just like, oh yeah, we need to record this. We need to make a video for this. And Lil Fizz like, yeah, we need to put Nikki in there, her body, some oil. Da 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 da. I'm just like, what the fuck ever. Whatever. Moving right along. That was stupid. Then it goes to Oh, then they was talking about they just started talking about Max and Brandy's marriage, and he was basically saying how he haven't been wearing his ring, and Lil Fizz feels like, well, it is a marriage and you should have on your ring, yada yada yada. And Max just feels like, he's been married to the game before he ever been in love or married to anybody. So basically he's saying that come first. Basically, I'm just like, you're stupid, whatever. Then it goes to Amber and her grandma. Amber's sitting on her bed. Her grandma comes in. She's telling her about how her and Miles went to counseling. And she just basically breaks out and tell grandma that Miles is gay, basically. And grandma even was sitting there like, I knew it, baby. I knew it. I knew it. I loved you. I loved you so much that I couldn't tell you because I loved you, but I knew it. And Amber just feels like she wasted her time. She wasted her life. All of it was fake. And then grandma's just like, you only human, baby. Like you're only human. Like you're gonna feel this way, but it's okay. Grandma's here. Grandma puts her in her arms and they both just started crying. And basically that was that scene. Then it goes to Nia and Soulja Boy. Then it goes to Nia and Soulja Boy. Nia basically feels like Soulja Boy just never can be honest. She feels like she should have been aware of what was about to go down when they met up. And Soulja Boy is like, I'm sorry. I apologize. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. I can't change at this right here on the spot. I apologize. And Nia just feel like you keep saying the same stuff over and over. Every time you say I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It end up happening again and again and again. And Soulja Boy just start going. He flipped the script on her. He just started going in on her friends, calling them thoughts, hoes, all this and that, and basically telling her that she need to fix her fucked up attitude. And I'm sitting here like, see, Nia, you're dumb because you've accepted all this stuff that he's been doing. You've been accepting it. So now he's feeling like, okay, I said sorry, so you should just get over it. And if you was gonna feel like this, you shouldn't have been accepting it from the gate. And all this is happening because you allowed it to happen. You allowed it to happen. So now he feels like he can get at you the way he getting at you by telling you, you need to check your attitude. It's called reverse psychology. And I just feel like women, come on. Y'all young. I mean, y'all still got time to get it together. That's the good part about it. You guys still have time to get it together. But right now, freak. No, because it's little young people that look at this and I don't want them to think that it's okay for them to be treated like this. And have some respect for yourself. You got a daughter. That's why I'm getting mad. You have a daughter. Like, and then Soulja Boy gonna throw, you had a daughter on me. It's like, y'all wasn't even together. So you love her baby. So don't even try to bring that in. Like, don't do that. But yeah, Nia's just stupid. I'm pretty sure her and Soulja Boy is still together. I don't know. But yeah, they stupid. Whatever. And then it goes to Max and Brandy. This scene was just funny to me. It was like in a hotel or something, a little romantic setting, some candles, some wine, champagne, whatever, strawberries, and she's just like, after talking to my girl Tiny, I just figured that I need to do better, and she always get me straight. I need to get my man, yada yada yada. So she gets on him, straddles him, telling him that she hasn't been a good wife and she needs to be more this and more that, basically blaming herself for all the things that he's been doing or all the things she thinks he's been doing, yada yada, blaming her insecurities basically. And he's just sitting there like, yeah, oh wait, is this my wife? Then all of a sudden I just see some damn feet all on his ears. I'm like, what is that? What is that? And then while it was just so many distractions from her feet, from his teeth. I don't know what the fuck. I was just sitting there like, dang, he should have kept his grill in. I don't even know, but I ain't the one to talk about nobody. But I was just distracted. I'm not even gonna lie. Then he goes and pulls out these two rings, and her ass jumping on him like, I don't even know. It's just some fucking rings. And she just started tonguing them down. The nastiest thing I've ever seen on TV. Them kisses was just like, cut the cameras off, please. And so then it goes to Nicki and Nas. You know, Nicki shows up at her event or whatever, and basically Nas is like, Nicki's so fake. Why you hug her and you don't even like her like that? Like, I don't even know. Then Nas is just thinking they cool, you know. Basically, she just start asking about the fashion show, and Nicki's like, no shade, da da da. Nicki, it's all shade. It's all shade. Stop it. She's like, no shade. It's nothing against you, but yeah, we found some models for the event or whatever. Then she just goes in like, yeah, because I feel like you was being fake. You knew that Nas and Nia and Soulja Boy were together, yada, yada, yada. I don't even know what she was talking about. Then all I know is, hold on. All I know is Nas just threw up. I'm like, huh? Like, I was fucking confused. I'm sitting there like, wait, why is that throw up? Like, what's going on? What's going on? And you know, Nicki had to make it about her. Yeah, you was intimidated by my presence or something. You got so much coming. You need to get it out. But you hella ugly. I'm still pretty. I'm just like, shut up, because you was not all that. You ain't all that, okay? Trust and believe. You ain't all that. You ain't all that, honey. You ain't all that. Not at all. But I don't even know. She threw up twice, and I was just like, girl, you okay? Like, what's going on? You pregnant? I don't know. Like, that was just, I ain't never seen nobody just throw up like that on TV. But yeah. So then this next scene was kind of sad too. It was with Mouse and his sisters. So Miles goes to his sister's houses. One of them is cooking, one's sitting at the table. And, you know, is just basically saying, you know, he thought it was hard telling Amber, but, you know, he knew it was going to be really hard telling his family, because in the past he's heard them, you know, express their dislikes for homosexuals or whatever. So he goes in and, you know, he just sits down and basically he just goes right into it. He's like, I just wanted to come and tell y'all about who I was dating. And the looks on his sister's faces was like, oh Lord, like they knew something was about to, he was about to tell something. So, basically he takes a deep breath and he's crying and he's just telling them that, you know, he's been dating a man, or he's been sleeping with the man. And the reaction from his sisters was like, so you're gay? And he's like, why does it have to be that? Why can't it just be a man who's in love with another man, or who's been sleeping with another man, or something like that? And then the sisters break down and start crying, and it's just like, oh, we have morals. So you just saying F God, and all this. And then he's just like, you know, he didn't want to tell them because he knew, because of how they were going to react, and because he didn't want to hurt them. And he just feels like, you know, he didn't have no dad. He's the only male in the family. So basically he feels like because he's been around women his whole life, that's why he's gay. But that's probably not why he's gay, but, you know, it played a part of him being, it played a part on why he's gay, or why he has these feelings for men. And when the sister was crying, I wasn't trying to laugh, but she sounded like Miles. I don't know. Her voice just got super, super deep. But yeah, and then one of his sisters gonna say, you need to make better decisions. Like, and Miles is just crying his heart out. Like, you know, I don't know why I feel this way. I just feel this way. Like, he basically can't help the way he feel, and his sisters is making him feel bad about it, you know. But then at the end of it all, you know, they was just basically saying that he's their little brother. They gonna always love him, and they always gonna be there for him and support him. And yeah, and they just like, everything is gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And so basically that's how that ended. I just really feel bad for Miles because I don't, I, with, I'm just trying to get the right angle, y'all. With the way people, I mean, how people are acting today and how his family reacted initially, like it was just really, really sad. And they were like almost like ignorant to the situation, but you know, like I feel like they were being selfish and they didn't really have no compassion for their brother, a human being. You know, they just was thinking about themselves and thinking about what other people was gonna think of them and of him. But it's like you shouldn't be worried about what nobody gonna think of you because you ain't the one in the situation. You should be worried about your brother and how he's feeling. You should be trying to confront him and be thankful that he even told y'all, because he didn't have to tell y'all, but he did because he didn't want word to get out. He wanted to be the one to tell y'all for himself, you know? So yeah, that was at that episode. Next week should be good. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be saying the same stuff again. But yeah, this was a sad episode. It was sad. I like Mal's story. Ouch. I like Mal's story. It was good. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever, share. You know, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I don't even know what episode this is. Probably like 5 or 6. I don't know. But yeah, talk to y'all later. Peace out.